Good morning, everyone. Today is the feast of Saint Teresa of Calcutta. And so, Saint Teresa of Calcutta, there's lots of Saint Teresa. Which one are you talking about now? So, that's Mother Teresa. Okay, so today the feast of somebody who many people of today will have met when she was alive. And it was amazing how some people used to say that she was a living saint. And yet she was so simple in the way in which she did things. She didn't ask for anything fancy or elaborate. I mean, there were occasions where, she was presented with somewhere to develop her convent or whatever it is. And she would go and say, look, we don't need all of this stuff. Let's take it out of here. We don't need these things to do our work. And it wasn't a case of not appreciating what she'd been given, but saying we need simplicity in what we do. So I just thought today maybe we'll have a look at some of the sayings of Mother Teresa and see what that's all about. I mean, on the topic of love and kindness, she says, if you can't feed 100 people, then just feed one. I mean, how basic and simple is that? Just feed one, it'll make a difference. Make a difference to that one person. She also says, peace begins with a smile. So it's allowing yourself inwardly to come out. Now, we're not talking about a plastic smile as sometimes we see politicians and so forth put on. We're saying smile inwardly so that you can actually show genuine openness to somebody. And a pleasant reaction to being in their presence. So peace begins with a smile. Thirdly, she says, intense love does not measure, it just gives. And there is that great prayer that says, give and don't count the cost. So it's not, it really fits in the way in which I like to approach marriages. When I say to people, you take the vow, I take you to be my husband, I take you to be your wife. Well, so much better to say, I give myself to be your husband, or I give myself to be your wife. Because it is in marriage that we give ourselves to each other. So intense love does not measure. We don't keep a record. It just gives. Mother Teresa talks about on service and action, do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. Don't wait for somebody else to tell you what to do. Just do it. And that's quite a challenge. Be faithful in small things because it is in them that your strength lies. Very similar to the instruction of saying, if you can't feed 100 people, feed just one. And then the final one to share with you this morning, she has lots, but this final one, prayer in action is love, and love in action is service. A wonderful example for us to follow today, Mother Teresa. And we can just embrace the fact that the Lord has given her as an example to us today. Keep yourself safe. We'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.